デンマークのと日本のね、職場の上司とかマネージャーとか、こんな上司の特徴あるよねってことを少し話せたらなっていうところをちょっとマスに相談していました。
I'll just discuss this from my personal point of view, my personal experience. Working in Denmark is, of course, there's a great focus on well-being, workers' well-being. But of course, there's also a focus on efficiency, on output, on achieving something. I guess compared to Japan, in a lot of workplaces, there's a relatively relaxed atmosphere, friendly, not so hierarchical. But if you look maybe at some private companies, I guess it's much more defined by the manager or the management, what the goals are, what the level of expectancy is, and how you should perform if you work there.
公務員であってもきっと達成目標とか成果とかパフォーマンスっていうのはまず前提としてあるんだと思うんですけど、そこは
Yes, I guess it depends on the sector. Well, I'm in, education and youth work, and first of all, we have some politically set goals. That's the outer framework of our field. That's what we ultimately have to live up to, and every year there's like a checkup. There's a consultant hired by the community, by the municipality, will inspect our facilities, some of them, and kind of write a report when it comes to the main purposes of our job, which is making sure that children and youth have the best possible surroundings for their development when they're with us. When it comes to being efficient as a worker, not wasting your time and taking on the right assignments, that's more up to the management to discuss that with us in our yearly performance evaluation.
私のとてもいろいろデンマークの方たちとお話聞いている中で、もちろんマネージャーと部下のこの縦の関係性が日本はすごく強い中、デンマークはね、今まで聞いたとてもフラットで公平なイコーリティかなの関係性っていうのはね、十分にイメージとしてはすごく聞いてきた中で何回もね重ねていく中でそういう感じなんだなって。でもね、ちょっと具体的にどういう関わりっていうかメンバーの人たちがウェルビーイングを感じられるような何かサポートなのかわからないんだけど、どんな働きかけをしてるのかなっていう何か
I think one of the main values here, the essence of what I'm going to say now is that maybe there's not necessarily a friendly, very often there is a friendly interaction or friendly atmosphere between co-workers and management. Very often in what I see, it's kind of very not hierarchical, not distant, very like on par and friendly. But the main reason why it's like that is two things. First of all, I think it's something that has to do with culture here, that most people are not willing to be told what to do, instructed in exactly what to do. They also want to have an influence on their own work life. And the idea is if you allow people to have influence on their own work life, their situation, they can bring their own ideas to the table, and you can agree on how to solve different tasks rather than just telling them exactly how to solve their tasks. You also get a better performance and better well-being. But about social educators, elementary school teachers, kindergarten teachers, that kind of job. When you're the manager, you don't work in the actual room with the actual children. But how you actually act in a given situation, how you treat the children, how you behave, and how motivated you are, that's not something you can force people to do. So it's much better to create a mutual understanding and mutual respect and kind of friendliness, because that will show workers that they're valued as specialists. They know that they do this work every single day. They're actually there on site. So their decisions are good. They make the right decisions, but sometimes we can improve together. But basically, you respect the work that they're already doing. A manager will usually kind of ask the questions, how can we solve this together the best way? How can we as a unit, you, the workers, me, the manager, how can we make sure that we do the best we can for these children? The manager knows about the requirements from the municipality, the goals that I set, and that's the manager's role of responsibility to make sure that those goals are kept. But the manager cannot do the work. So the manager has to kind of develop good ways of working and embrace ideas from the actual workers, because they're the specialists. They are the ones who actually do the job. We can only succeed if we work together, if we do the best we can from each our position.
なんか日本とのすごい違いが、日本の場合はこの現場の人が専門家、一番の専門家だっていう形ではちょっとないイメージが今すごくあって、マネージャーの上の人が全てを知っていて、上の人が判断をしていくっていう考えが日本はすごく強いかなっていうことをね、改めて今ちょっと思いました。